Hello audience, I'm Clavier Nzamwita, a Senior Operation Manager at Spoke for Hope Worldwide. So in this short presentation, I'm going to share with you on how to be effective manager. So to help you to understand well, so I'm going to talk about 5 functions and 3 styles of management, which helps managers to be effective. So let me start with this presentation by just 5 functions of management. Starting for the first function, uh, this is planning. So the function of management is about planning for the future condition. So like managers have to develop strategic objectives and secure future goals. So in this case, the managers they have to generate plans of the action. Then another thing is that something of the managers may do associated to this function is setting goals, strategies, and tactics to achieve those goals. So this is what they have to do within planning function. So the second function of management is organizing. So this consists of organizing the workplace in the efficient manner, like structure and align of their activities to over organization. For instance, in this case, managers just uh, has to group together employees considering their tasks that they have to do. So when organizing, they have to make sure the workplace has like efficient manner and structure and the alignment of activities of the organization. So this is what is organizing, the function of organizing. And then another thing is like uh, for the third function, which is staffing. This function consists of analyzing the job, recruiting employees, and hiring people with the right skills. So that employees really need for the available jobs. Then, activities that managers may do under this function too is hire new employees. Actually, staffing is like placement. Like you look for people who are really skilled in that in this different position, then you put them in that position. This is what you call staffing. And the fourth is like reading. Reading is like the function which consists in determining what needs to be done by employees in a situation of getting the right employees to work on it. So this is like reading. As you have a team or you want to read them from this point to this point. So the manager here, this function has to give tasks to employees in the workplace. It's like you get something, then you say, so and so you are going to take this and you are going to do it in this way. So it's like giving order to people what they are going to do. Then for the which is the fifth, but not least, is the controlling. Actually, after doing all those, you have to control to make sure what you have given to people they have done it or what everything is done in the right way. So this is related to controlling the activities in the company to see if they are in line with the general policies and objectives of the company. So within this, the activities that manager has to do is like to ask employees to submit their deliverables to see if they are working to achieve the goals of the company. For instance, sometimes you may give tasks to people, then they just do it without any purpose. But on this page, we of controlling, the manager has to use it to know is these people working as really achieving have a goal or are they working to achieve the goals of the company or they are just working for the purpose for the sake of working. So within controlling, a manager has to make sure and see that every employee has to submit his deliverables to see whether it's in line of what of the goals of the company. So these are the 5 functions of management. Then for the next step, now we are going to talk about uh, 3 styles of management. So these are styles that managers are using while managing different organizations. So for instance, the first one is like directing. This is the management style where the managers communicate the direction to follow in like indirect way. So managers with this style tells employees what to do and how to do it, but also when it will be done. So as a manager, using this style is like you want to know really what to do, then after knowing what to do, then how to do it. After knowing how to do it, and then when it will it be done. So you want to know really how the things are supposed to be done, and in which way, on when. Because you can't just keep doing without having a particular time to complete that task. Then of course these are the strengths. So this is like it provides the good context to the task before it is launched. So if you know what you are going to do, and how you are going to do it, and when it will be done, of course before starting that, you know the context of what you are going to do before even it has started. So of course for the weakness, employees sometimes are taken as they know nothing. So if like you tell someone you have to do this, like a mature person, sometimes you feel, is this person telling me to do this? And then does it mean that I don't know what to do, or they just taking me like they are undermining me? So this is really the weakness of this. Sometimes some employees don't feel well when they are giving them direction. So, then for the another thing is like the style can be used before the start of this. Like if you have a project to do it, when like you don't know the program, what is going to be done with this project. So managers or head of school or project direct the people to know, now this is how we are going to do before they start the project. Then the second is like delegating. So this is really also an important style which promotes learning through empowering employees. So actually, the manager they assign the task to employees to work on independently of groups. Sometimes you tell them go and do this, or you personally go and do this. So this is what's called delegating. So it has strength of that employees are motivated to work and run through empowerment. So when you are given a task and go and do it, of course, you know there's no one who is going to help you to complete it. You are the only one who's going to work on it. So what do you do here? You go and do it, you focus on it. So through this, you learn more things, you get more skills, and also you can also complete the task, and you get empowered. So it has also the weakness of that the employee, the employees don't know from us, don't learn from others as they work independently. Sometimes if they give you a task, go and do it. I might not, might not have the skills of doing this, but if I'm working as a group, in the group, I know so and so is going to do this, then I can learn from him or her. So, but if I'm working independently, it means that I'm going to be doing this personally. And if something escapes me, I don't know really this thing, it is going to be danger or hard for me to know that. So that's why it is really employees don't learn from others because they are using this type of delegating. You have your tasks that are delegated to you, and no one is helping you. So it is hard for you to learn from others. So this also is it may work like when there is a new project in the organization that managers want employees to work on their like after employment, like I've given you to do this, then after completing it, maybe there's a project which is going upcoming project, then you are going to work on it. So the manager might use this delegation to make sure that if I give this project to so and so, he's going to do it because I've already done this when I delegated it to him. Then the third, which is the last style, is discussing. So this style promotes learning through interaction. Like if I'm discussing with you, you, of course, you know that it will be easy for me to run more things, because through discussion you'll be bringing new ideas, new arguments, then I will be also learning from them. So it encourages critical thinking and lively discussion by asking questions about problem, opportunities, or issues to resolve. So in this case of discussion, there of course sometimes you answer critically or you think before answering because you are in discussion. Then it makes you like having like skills of solving problems, like since or if there is some issues, you engage yourself within that discussion, and it makes you like learning more skills. So it promotes this as a strength. This promotes discussion, which helps arrive to a good decision making. Because through discussion, you discuss, I bring up an idea, so and so bring an idea, another person brings in his idea. Then after that, we make a decision. So this is really important. It is really very good because it can give us, it gives several suggestions. Then through those suggestions, we come up with one decision. So it promotes also decision making skills. So for the weakness side, this it takes time to prepare the discussion outside the workplace. Like if you are preparing the discussion, you have to first think what will be the topic, what. So it takes time. Or this style may work if a manager wants like they discuss to find a solution for some problem. In case in the organization there might be a problem, then the manager does not want to sit down and just work on it. So he has to do what? He has to share with people. So they prepare the discussion, then through this discussion, the manager with the team, they can come up with a decision or a solution for the problem. Then finally, it is good for managers to learn about the function of management and the styles, to know how to use them effectively in the workplace, because it will be helping them to be effective managers. So this is the end of the presentation. I hope you get something from this discussion. Thank you very much.